Welcome, 704. This is Ben Frazier and Dr. Steve Perry. We're glad you're with us. So many of you have been working on the boards and responding to those articles by Brown and the other two articles, and that's great. Keep that up. Keep going. We're starting off running, and the next 2 weeks are very, very important. It will set the flavor, the agenda, the theme for the next, for the rest of the class, the rest of the semester. And so, as you know, there are 6 articles that we want you to be reading, and probably more than that, plus a 7th little small paper that we want you to do that's due February 1st. And just to tell you all about that and the details of that, I've asked Dr. Perry. So, okay. Dr. Perry, what are you going to be doing? What are they going to be doing?
Well, obviously, out of week 1, the stuff that we have them read. So, Brown's article really is kind of it's not a meta-analysis statistically, but it really is kind of bringing everything together. What do we know to this point? And then pointing to some ways to move forward. Speaking of Dr. Brown, right over my shoulder there. Using that and the follow-up by Moyer Goose or Geis or however she pronounces her name, those are social science directions for looking at celebrity influence. And so if you're inclined in the social science direction, whether that's qualitative or quantitative, following that literature is probably the direction that you would want to go to look for other articles. Now, the other choice was the Milford article that was about the Jesse Owens and symbolic boasting and fossilization, and that's an example. It's not wrapping up the field, it's not kind of bringing everything together, but it's an example of a way that you can use kind of a humanities approach. You can use a critical approach and analyze celebrity and its place in society in a different way. So if you liked that, then there's a lot of different theories that you could pull from. They're not all listed in that article, but there's different critical theories, critical approaches that can be used. And so you could look for articles that do that kind of thing. And so that's up to you. You could mix them. You could look at 3 of one, 3 of the other. But in the end, the research that moves forward, you probably will only cite from either social science or humanities type in the particular group paper that you end up being involved in. So when you finish putting together 6 articles that you've found that look at celebrity influence, that further your knowledge, and you write the 1-page summaries following the guidelines that are listed on Blackboard, that 7th page that Dr. Frazier was talking about, we just want you to say, okay, after having looked at this small set that I've assessed, here's what I think would be a good direction to move forward. This is the literature telling me this is the next direction to go, and that's what we want to see from you. And then we're going to look at the results of that.
Yes.
We're going to, what are there, 19 people in the class, something like that. And we're going to look at those 19 assessments that we see. We're going to pick several of them and say, okay, these are probably the ones that will most take the research forward based on what we have seen from your writing. And that's going to be the next direction for the class, and we'll put you in groups working on that set of projects.
So that's going to be the rest of the class, then going on from there, working with those groups together. Again, remember, this is on celebrity influence and maybe audience and anything in that area, but that's the direction we want you to go, celebrity influence, as these articles already are examples of. If you have any questions, please email us and we'll try to respond to them. We're looking forward to seeing you again in about 2 weeks when you turn in your paper, February 1st. And thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.